What's up, insiders? Deuces Jack at VapeInsider.com. Today, we're going to go over the top 10 RDAs of 2020. Let's get started. Coming in at number 10, we have the 528 Customs Goon 25. I know, I'm probably going to take some heat for picking this one, but I gotta be honest. I always loved the original Goon, and this one will give you a very similar vape, but in 25mm form factor. When comparing this RDA to its predecessor, the airflow is slightly different, but still very smooth. I also always loved that Goon build deck, and this one is no different. If you're one of those vapors that loves to shove monster coils in your RDA, then this deck is for you. Let me tell you something though, this can take some pretty big beefy coils. You get a choice between flat or hex key screws, but there is no 510 drip tip adapter. Of course, this RDA only takes Goon style drip tips. I also have to say, I like the way it's built. The build quality is exactly what you would expect from 528 Customs. I just think it's a really solid RDA that performs really well. Because it has that nice deep juice well, this thing performs very well as a squonker, but you still have to be careful, and remember, this is a side airflow RDA. The Goon 25 will have you chucking massive clouds with plenty of flavor. Stainless steel construction, and a domed cap for flavor. Coming in at number 9, we got the Gas Mods Gr1. That's not the drip tip that comes with it, that's just the one that I prefer. This one may be a little old, but I only reviewed it this year. The chamber is extremely condensed, and the flavor on this RDA is just fantastic. It's very easy to build. It's really nice as a squonker, and the flavor is some of the best flavor I have ever gotten off a single coil RDA. I'll go as far as saying, for me, this is the best flavor RDA of the year. Keep in mind, this thing is small at 22mm, but that small size is really gonna make that flavor pop. The other thing to remember is this is not a very loose draw. This is what I would call a very restricted DL type of draw. It has a 4mm deep juice well, top mounted hex keys on the deck. It takes a 510 drip tip, and it's mainly made out of stainless steel construction. Coming in at the 8th spot, we have the Vapefly Pixie. I really like this RDA. It's small, it's compact, and the flavor on it is phenomenal. Unfortunately, Vapefly doesn't always get the recognition they should. They're a really good company that makes a lot of quality atomizers. The Pixie is no exception. It reminds me a lot of my Wasp Nano, but with a deeper juice well, especially when it comes to the vape quality that I get off of it. It's very similar to the Wasp Nano. In my opinion, this may be the best beginner RDA on the market right now. The deck space is just nice and roomy and very easy for a newbie to work with. I really like the way they did the airflow on the Pixie, but it is definitely more along the DL spectrum. You can't really mount to lung this RDA. If you've never built an RDA before, but you always wanted to, go pick this one up. It's not intimidating in any way, shape, or form. How can it be? Its name is the Pixie. It has a 6mm deep juice well. It's 22mm in diameter and 24mm tall. It's available in black, rainbow, gold, silver, and gunmetal. Coming in at number 7, we have the Augvape Occula. The Occula is a collaboration between Augvape and Twisted Messes. This thing is very flavorful, and it's got a ton of airflow. It has a very unique build deck that is easy to build. Airflow on this thing is pretty massive. It's got that triple snake bite airflow that will just give you that swooshy sort of vape. While the flavor on this RDA is excellent, it's definitely more of a cloud chucker. In fact, if you're one of those vapors that puts a premium on clouds, but you don't want to go with those massive 30mm or above atomizers, you should definitely check this one out. The Augvape Occula is like a sorority sister at a frat party. It puts out 24mm in diameter, 5.4mm deep juice well, made primarily out of 304 stainless steel. It's available in black and stainless steel. At our 6th spot, we have the Wotofo Recurve Dual. This is a collaboration between Wotofo and Mike Vapes. I love the single coil Recurve. The Dual is fantastic as well. Basically, Mike Vapes took that awesome Recurve build deck and doubled it up by putting one deck on each side of the atomizer. I love the super smooth honeycomb airflow on this RDA and the fact that it's extremely tough to over squonk on. In fact, in my opinion, this is the best squonking RDA of the year. The airflow on this one is a bit restrictive. This is really not a cloud chucker. It's actually a really nice mix of clouds and flavor that should satisfy most vapors. Slap this thing on a dual battery squonker and you're gonna have yourself a great vape. 24mm in diameter. It's available in stainless steel, gold, blue, gunmetal, rainbow, and black. Cracking the top 5, we have the Wotofo Elder Dragon. I gotta admit, man, when I first saw this thing, I was turned off by that funky look. However, after building and vaping on it, I have to say, it's an absolutely fantastic vape. Don't let the looks fool you. This thing has some of the best flavor on the market right now. Airflow on this is direct and on the restrictive side. Make no mistake about it, this is a flavor first RDA. From the small condensed chamber to the conical design, the Elder Dragon was built for flavor. I love the deck on this RDA. I love single coil decks with 4 terminals because it really doesn't matter which way your coil is wrapped. Either way, it will accommodate that coil. This RDA works well on a single cell squonker. The Elder Dragon is 22mm in diameter. It is available in silver, black, blue, gold, rainbow, and gunmetal. Coming in at number 4, we have the Blitz Enterprises Hermetic. This one may be a carryover from last year, but I don't care because I actually still used it. I think it's one of the better single coil RDAs made in the last couple of years. I like the fact that it's easy to build on, and I love that drain system that Matt and Blitz incorporated into this deck. It makes it especially tough to over squonk on. This is another collaboration between Matt from Suck My Mod and Blitz Enterprises. This RDA will match up really well with a nice 21700 squonker. The build deck is as easy as it gets and the flavor is definitely there. Airflow on this one is what I would classify as a semi-restrictive DL hit, and it is very smooth. It's no cloud chucker. This one is built for that mellow sort of DL vape that tends to be very satisfying. It does have a 9mm deep juice well. It's 22mm in diameter. You get an optional 24mm beauty ring with it, and it's available in black or stainless steel. Cracking the top 3, we have another Matt from Suck My Mod entry. This one is the Hellvape Passage. Matt came up with another unique airflow system. It's sort of like top and side airflow. See how the airflow comes in from the top, but then on the inside it transitions to that honeycomb airflow on the side that's right in front of your coil. Honestly, I've enjoyed this RDA so much, it has yet to make it out of my rotation. Now, I was a little late on this one as well because Hellvape just refuses to work with me. It seems they're still a little upset about my original review of the dead rabbit. It's okay, Hellvape. It's just a feeling. I promise it'll go away. All that aside, I have truly been enjoying this RDA, especially on my dual battery squonkers. I love the flavor, and I like the clouds on this one. It has what I would call a semi-restrictive airflow, but it definitely leans more towards the loose side. 24 millimeters at the base, 25 millimeters at its widest point. It's got a nice deep juice well. It's available in black, matte black, piano black, purple, stainless steel, gold, and blue. Coming in at number 2, we got another Mike Vapes entry. This is the Hellvape Rebirth. I don't think it's a coincidence that 4 of my top picks are all collaborations with reviewers. There's something to be said for reviewer products being well thought out. Mike Vapes did a bang-up job this year by getting 2 of his RDAs in my top 10. His Rebirth RDA is number 2 on my list, and for good reason. This RDA is well built, has smooth airflow, and it's easy to build. Plus, the flavor on it is excellent. The Rebirth excels as a dual or single coil RDA, but if you're gonna run a single coil in there, make sure it's a big coil, baby. Personally, I prefer running dual coils in it. Normally, I'm not a fan of decks that force you to share lead space, but on this RDA, because it's sort of a postless deck, it's not that bothersome. It does have a 6mm deep juice well. It is 24mm in diameter, 25mm at its widest point. It's available in black, matte black, piano black, purple, stainless steel, gold, and blue. Coming in at the 1 spot, the big dog of 2020, we have the Thunderhead Creations Tauren Solo. Not gonna lie, when I first saw the Solo, I thought it was kind of big for a single coil atomizer. However, once I put a build in it and vaped on it, I was nothing but impressed. I love that whole 3D airflow configuration, along with the 31 micro holes all over the deck. Airflow on this one is a little weird for a single coil RDA. It actually has a ton of airflow, but it is adjustable. I prefer to run it like this, halfway closed, for maximum flavor and clouds. It's 24mm in diameter. It has a 2 ml deep juice well. It's available in stainless steel, brass, gold, copper, gunmetal, and black. Click the thumbnail in order to watch our best vape mods video. Be sure to click the link in the top comment below in order to join our Facebook group and get exclusive behind the scenes content. And that's it, insiders. That's all I got for you today. You keep living that vape life. We're out. Deuces.